My name is Claire Schneider. I am from Mount Washington, Kentucky. I am in visual art. Art makes me feel really proud of people because we've just been making art as long as we've been able to move, and I just think that's really amazing that we've been expressing ourselves like this for so long. I think art to me can be anything. I think art is just as valid if it's meant to make little kids laugh in a movie or something, or if it's, trying to say something about the world, if it's about social justice. I think I feel most creative when I am seeing what other people are doing. My grandmother was an art teacher, so I learned a lot from her, and to this day she takes me to museums and we talk about art together. My earliest memory of making art with my grandmother would probably be her helping me draw a little picture book about a princess, and she would make little furniture for the fairies with me. She really gave me a tool for my imagination, which I had a really big imagination as a child, and I still do. So art was my way to express that. I originally heard about GSA from a friend who was going to the regular Governor's Scholar program, and they were like, hey, there's an art one. So I kind of kept that in the back of my mind, and that very same day I heard about it, I was going through the website and stuff. I've had a lot of fun at GSA so far. I've made a lot of friends. I've gotten to do some really cool stuff I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to do live figure drawing, but I never had people who were willing to sit for me. It's definitely stressful. We have deadlines and it can get a little much, especially if you're not used to getting a ton of critiques or working with really messy materials, but I've had a lot of fun. I really look forward to ceramics every day, and I think especially after a stressful day, just working with the clay is really nice and really relaxing, and it's such a nice change from the stress of drawing and painting or the very complicated process of printmaking. So in ceramics, I am making so we're all making these jars vessels is what they're called, that have faces on them. So I am doing almost a fishbowl kind of shape, almost cauldron-y, and then I have this ghostly face on the front with the hair swirling around the vessel and pouring into it. So it's a little spooky, but I really love it. I just think that people find a lot of themselves in the fantastical, and I think it's really interesting to find the everyday in a fantasy story. There's a story about someone going on a quest and they work up the courage to do so, but in real life, for you, that might be signing up for a thing you've always wanted to do. I tend to draw and write a lot of characters that are more open and more confident, and I think that's a reflection of what I'd like to be. I love to draw dancers, and I love to draw actors in the stages, because that's something I wish I could do more. I think art, at its core, is about storytelling. I think that's something that unites a lot of different art forms. I'd maybe like to work in comics or writing even one day, or movies. But, I want to make people feel things. I think art has accomplished its goal if it makes you feel anything at all. If it's confusion, if it's fear, if it's just intrigue, or, people are like, why is that isn't art? But it's well, it made you feel something.